Has the Edict on going for the tower, and there's going to be a Morph seals the split earth. Looking to go on 7E, but I don't know if he's got this one. The Phoenix backing him up here. The legend is getting low, but he's got plenty of sustain with the raindrops. He actually keeps himself alive, and the bottle charges. All the heals coming in, so they get out. Mirana getting low, and Leshrac doesn't have one. Lion has an Earth Spike to set up a split Earth potentially with the Hex there. They're going to look for a kill with the Hoodwink for the split Earth. Unfortunately, slightly off the mark here. Here comes Dialogue rotating in. Once the Leshrac with the Static Link dealing a lot of damage. Well, actually, not a whole lot. Now he's in a bit of trouble. He's overcommitted. The Earth Spike going to get him as he gets a second kill. And Sun Goku, his game may be salvaged with this kill. He ends the unstoppable kill streak, gets himself 453 gold. That absolutely saves this Axis game.
Yep, a bit of a stun lul coming out, but the Edict damage, holy shit. The max Edict onto the Razor killed him so fast.
Well, no idea what's happening top, but they're throwing tips out.
Yeah, the tower's actually almost dead.
Wow, yeah, DK's just poking out with the Dragon Form, it seems. He's going to wear off now, so I guess he's just constantly going with the Dragon Form. He is looking for MSC with the Mirana sitting in the trees. Going with the Starstorm. Perfect setup. Take out the creeps. He'd already used Sunder, it looks like. I guess that's maybe when the tip came out. There was some kind of a Sunder play. Right, but take out the TB. Great rotation from the
Yep, MS was getting a little too creative there, trying to block the arrow. I think he knew that the Mirana was around, but he just died to Starstorm.
Like, screw it, I'll just jump on top of you. Melee range arrow, that works for me. Very action-packed early game. And Magma with a slight gold lead. Do you think this is pretty good for them to save this game, taking this early tier 1 tower? But they did lose their own tower. Yeah, where do you see things going from here?
I think SAG's objective right now is, after they farm these stacks, around at 10 minutes, they get the Tome on support, probably the egg, and they fight around the mid lane with the Lash. They might even bring in TB as well, once it's during his next meta. I think you need to open up the map on SAG, because you have this overwhelming team fight with the egg and the Lash and the Axe and the TB. So yeah, you want to open up the mid tower. So 70 is actually just lasting the tower mid lane.
Elsewhere, Lion gets caught. Gets the D ward, but pays the price. 70. Just keeping himself out of there. Oh, doesn't. Decides against it. Zips around.
Yep, whatever I just said was irrelevant because 70 just managed to get the tower alone. So they don't need to actually move or do anything already.
Yeah. Forget the support moves in the level 6s. Perhaps unfortunate also for the Axe. I mean, he's playing 3 positions, so he's not getting that farm priority, which means the Ancients and the stacks all going to the TB as well as the Leshrac. And he's going to rush a Blinkbacker, so no Vanguard this game, just wanting that initiation. Are playing aggressive around. Do you like that we're not going to see the Axe having the same kind of farm priority that we're used to?
I think it's just an unfortunate consequence of the laning phase. But I think it's better that he's going for the dagger now. So his Phoenix feels useful. The Lash feels useful. You can actually go and take fights because of this Axe dagger counter initiation with the egg. If the Axe went for a Vanguard, I'm sure this game will be super stale for SAG. And the Lash might not be able to do anything with this lead.
And this Lash is going to have a Arcane Boots Hood, which is more than enough to be ready to fight. They're actually up on the SAG side. They got the level 6 on Lion, it looks like. Finger of Death is on Lion, and Lion's thinking he wants to find a pick-off. He sees the DK down bottom, but Hoodwink in a good position to pop this smoke. May pay the price for it. Moonlight Shadow just to kind of disengage. Lion, does he have any protection? I don't think so. The Earth Spike is going to land. Bob isn't there as he scurries over the trees to escape and not ready with the detection.
SAG has to buy Dust, man.
Spectre.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Mirana getting the kind of early. Sometimes you don't see Moonlight Shadow level 6.
I meant they had to buy their mid player. Sorry, too early.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Early indeed. Here's the buyout. You know, with how he's playing, I think the buyout's going to be a bit too expensive. Okay, we're going to have to find some cheaper, cost-effective alternatives.
I think they can consider asking Polo. I think he's a pretty decent mid laner.
on low mid. Lol.
One of the budding talents for mid laner in C, Kappa.
I hear that's why you want to come to the broadcast. You know, want to let the world know that you are the next superstar mid laner, the next Sumail, the next. Well, I don't know who plays like the superstar mid of today's Dota. Yeah,
Superstar mid. Maybe Abed?
The prize is mine.
Sure. I'm not too sure.
Oh, there's that SCA bias again.
Kappa.
I mean, the SCA mid's the rule in the world. You got nothing to say over on.
Oh, nothing to say. Sorry.
He won the recent
sure.
major, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta go with the recent major winner.
Nothing to say.
Dire's top
How's the
tower
Stealth
is
game?
under
It's got
attack.
the Ghost Scepter. E-Blade queued up as his first time, similar build to what we saw last time, and it looks like he also wants to pressure this big tier 1 tower. There's a rotation coming in. There's a kill down bottom from the gank as mid. They're going to jump with the Blink Dragon Tail, follow up from the Morphling. No chance to get the Supernova off, so they'll get a kill and a tier 1 mid tower. Losing their Hoodwink, who was kind of just trying to get some greedy farm down bottom. So much bigger pickups from Magma there.
Yep, first DK dagger reveal, so that's pretty unfortunate that they had to lose the mid tower for that, but yeah, at least their TB is still farming pretty well. But with that being said, like, Shylock on the Razor is pretty damn rich. Dust is not gonna have to carry this game alone.
Yeah, he's gonna have a very fast BKB. And that feels like, I mean, he's just got, I guess, one target in mind, the TB, when it comes to the static link in this fight. No one else is really right-click damage. Is that going to be a problem for TB's game? Is Razor just running in and sealing all this damage?
Yeah, for sure. I think the Razor linking the TB just means that the X has to link call the Razor, right, to disengage. But that means that the egg will just die really easily to the Morphling. So it'll be interesting to see how the fight pans out and what chain of events will happen because of this BKB and Razor.
Often you also see those 4-stars, but neither support getting that much farm or, building up towards that 4-star. Lion, typically wants a Blink. Phoenix, not the natural hero to get a 4-star one, is going for the Spirit Vessel, of course. Playing against Morphling, you have that Spirit Vessel.
I think against a mid Morphling, the Spirit Vessel has more value because usually on mid morphs they go for this first item EB, so the Manta is going to be a bit late. But for carry Morphlings, there are times where they just buy a first item Manta to counter the Vessel, so the value is a lot less. Yeah, but in this case, it's good. I think it's also good against the DK and also the Razor.
Causes Dust some issues, and we'll see how these two teams play. Both teams getting those blinks on their off lane, as it does feel like they're able to make these early moves now. Magma close to some key items like the BKB, as well as the E-Blade, but curious to see. You think there's one team that there's more pressure on one team to make these kind of rotations now with their Blink Dagger pickups, or both teams just...
I think for sure SAG should try to make a fight happen bottom now before the BKB on Razor is up and the EB as well. Or the EB is actually just finished. This might throw SAG off.
Yeah, and TB no Manta, so we saw nice Manta dodges on the E-Blade combo last time. Trying to get greedy for some farm. Meanwhile, top lane they also Moonlight Shadow. They're trying to get this kill on the Phoenix, but it doesn't look like leap away. Rana gets jumped and the follow-up is there. They're going to get the kill. The Culling Blade is DK and shows top lane. So I think Phoenix playing very well up top, not getting caught by the two Invis.
Terrorblade might die to this morph soon. He stays here. I'm not sure why they are not just coming bot to kill him actually.
They scan, TP thinks it's safe. Okay, the scan now pops. It's just caught TZY at the last second of the scan, so TP knows to back off now. Making that rotation just yet. Is still playing in his own jungle, perhaps not show that E-Blade completed prize factor.
Ideally, he wants to kill the TB for sure. I mean, there's no meta now, so Magma can look to be really aggressive.
To be careful. They're efficient for him. They had a ward that maybe scouted him out a little bit, but the Dire themselves have some good vision around this outpost. Both teams with Observer plus Sentry. just out of range of each other, so. By surprise, blinking. Cold dodges the swag by the E-Blade is there. Arrow gonna follow it up with a Starstorm. The damage is still just gonna be enough to bring down the Axe. The double Starstorm hit was barely enough damage in the end. But Axe was gonna actually survive there for a second.
Yep, the Razor has a BKB now. I imagine Magma will just smoke up after this and they actually just waltzing into the jungle.
7E stutter dodge it, but here comes the E-Blade. Stolen Split Earth is off the mark. And Leshrac now with a DK Dragon Tail to follow up. The Phoenix keeping in cannot do anything. Tried by Dust, but he missed the Split Earth, but it didn't really matter in the end.
I think he dropped his null to use Arcane Boots and that made him dodge the arrow.
Oh, I was wondering, I was like, I don't think he saw this arrow coming, but he kind of played as if he did. Another nice pickup. That's, you know, back-to-back pickup on these cores. First the Axe, now the Leshrac. So I just feel like Magma getting the more meaningful kills right now. Razor 7-1 and 3, Morphling 1-0-4. So just one death and DK, no deaths as well. One death on all 3 Magma cores.
Yep, I'm not really sure why. Magma seem to be very content playing this game slow, because they have the EB on the Morph, they have the BKB on the Razor. I feel like this is your time to really bring the fight to SAG. And one good fight you can do Roche because you have Morphling. Right now when the egg is still level 1, it's gonna be really easy to kill for your Mirana and for your Morphling, even a Hoodwink. So yeah, I think Magma should bring a fight.
And Axe is nearby though. It's pulled by Blink Dragon Tail. Have they got the damage? Goes to some right clicks. The E-Blade should follow this one up, but the damage is not going to be enough. Waveform 1 through the arrow. Oh, it goes flying through. It catches the ledge. Oh boy, that's not the target he was looking for, but it may be enough to get this kill. Morphling still in some trouble with the Spirit Vessel. He's not really healing all too much. He gets another Waveform away. He dodges the Blink attempted call, which was cancelled as Axe cannot get Dust kill. Ooh, Sunray's going to be careful. Dust getting still brought low. Morphing more strength, looking to get out of this one. The DK already having fallen, and Mirana just going to leap back to safety. Didn't have the damage to kill this Axe, who has that hood to make him nice and tanky.
Yep, they needed the Mirana or the Hoodwink to be present to kill the Axe there. But yeah, the Mirana arrow actually hit the Lash instead of the Axe. But the Sunray coming out from September on the Phoenix.
Around his buddy. Seeing Dust going for a Lincoln's first, but like as his first time after the E-Blade.
But they actually just...
This is what you were, it sounded like, hoping for from Magma. Playing a bit more aggressive.
No meta.
They're expecting this one. The Lesh gets jumped, bursted down. This time around the Sunray heal, not going to do enough, and they brought numbers.
No Roche? Okay. Yeah, Roche. Let's go Roche. No meta, no egg.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
SAG, you probably know about this one, but see if they want to contest it. Seem like they do right now.
Dire are scanning.
Scan it out. What's they going to be? XCJ on the lines, kind of nearby as well, but SAG is, yeah, they're just giving this one out. They're farming their Ancients, they're farming bottom. They're saying you can have this one.
I thought that Dance would get the Manta, the BKB first to deal with the Spirit Vessel, because it kind of destroyed him the last fight, I think. Well, I'm not so sure about this Lincoln against the... I mean, the only reason you get Lincoln is for the Lion. But, I mean, it's a Lion plus 5, right? He's gonna get Dagger in about 700 gold, but I feel like it's a level 1 Hex. It's not even... It shouldn't be that much of an issue for you to get Lincolns here, I think. I think the Vessel might be a bigger threat for him this game.
Radiant are
Man's out.
scanning.
He's hit level 15 now, so more Agi to go with his E-Blade combo. See if Lion can get up. That Blink Dagger seems like it's going to be an important item pickup when you're playing against this more. But at the same time, yeah, if he's got Lincoln at the same time, it will get some answers.
He has Aegis as well right now.
It's kind of fading here a little bit, looking to maybe kill him, tries to get the finger death kill, but backup is nearby, and here comes the team fight. They need to get up with the super down, the Bushwhack catches the Phoenix. Phoenix still stunned up in the top, goes through with the dive, and Morphling gets blown up on the respawn. They can't keep him alive. He's not needed.
He didn't. How? He didn't got strength.
Radiant's
Yeah, maybe
middle
he just
tower
got
is under
insta-stunned
attack.
on respawn.
7E just land the sickest slash stun of the decade or what?
Wow.
Is that even possible? I don't think it's possible.
Timed it perfectly on respawn. I don't think so. Like, maybe if you get like the exact frame, but
Dyer's
as far as
top
I
mean,
tower
it was not
is under
possible.
attack.
we have seen that happen with like pucks, right? You eel the puck and you manage to split off the puck even though the puck is crashing phase shift. So maybe 7E just landed a really goddamn good stun.
That's a huge kill for them, getting the Morphling.
Yeah,
Big
huge.
turnaround in their favor. TB is now top net worth, about to finish a Scotty, so imagine what MS can do as a carry player in this game. Feels like it's being set up very nicely for him.
Yep, I think ever since the laning phase, small hiccups in the laning phase for SAG on the off lane especially. Ever since then, they've been playing pretty well.
Next up, Sunray with the spike, not me enough. They get the push back on the Phoenix, the arrow follow-up, and
Again!
down goes the Phoenix. Chases on there on XCG as well, who does not have that blink dagger. Aggressively, like it's going to be up as he was looking in the trees. He thought Kaz was maybe going to be scurrying on over. Yeah, it's going to be dead Lion.
Poor Lion, man. Just wants his blink, man.
5 position.
Dyer's
The Lion
top
has a
tower
magic
is
wand
under
and
attack.
2 branches.
Dyer's
What?
structures are
That
fortified.
start with
Where's
4
the fluffy
branches.
hat?
Lane. Where's the fluffy head?
Yeah.
Not to be fair, I don't think Fluffy Head's gonna help him that much this game. Just gonna get stunned into arrow.
Radiant's
What he's
bottom
saying is,
tower
where's the
under
Philosopher's
attack.
Stone?
Dyer's
Yeah.
top tower
They get
is
the
under
Philosopher's
attack.
Stone.
Dyer's
Lion,
top
man.
tower has
So much
fallen.
sympathy for
Radiant's
players.
bottom tower is under attack.
Look, back in my day, you know, I'm an old man. You know, support life used to be so much more hard.
True. Trying to kill
5
boots
years
4
ago.
staff every game.
Yep.
The moment you queue up anything else, your teammates question mark you and ping you.
Entry wards cost like 100 gold each. Observer wards, you know, cost like 100 gold or whatever it was.
I think there was a time that Sentry Wars even cost 150 gold, man.
Yeah, that sounds
It was
right.
insane. Yeah, like 2 sentries was 300 gold. I remember that. Like you buy 2 sentries and you're like, God damn, I'm poor.
Yeah,
Mid lane.
that's where it's like, that's where you're asking your carry, like, can I buy you a gem? Hold on, that's on. Razor jumped in mid lane. Lane call, follow up the Razor, no chance to BKB. Great jump from SAG. And they're gonna follow this up with a tier 2 mid.
Radiant's middle
Open up the
tower
outpost
has
for them,
fallen.
or they could just go for the high ground here. They're gonna, I don't think, yeah, they're quite strong enough to
is my
go for any
shot.
kind of a play there. Instead, they make their way towards the jungle.
Yep, half duration on the Metamorphosis left. Maybe they can take this bot tower. But it's gonna be a bit risky. Magma are gonna 4-man smoke right now and wrap from the back, I think.
Yeah, they want to take this fight. It's a little risky. Luckily, they push it fast with the
Radiant's
Edict.
bottom tower has fallen.
We're responding soon on the Razor, but they don't have an outpost for him to TP to, so the chase is on. Axe farming some jungle camps, gonna get Blink Dragon Tail. Two to follow this one up. Gets him with the E-Blade combo, and down goes the Axe. Not expecting that fast move from Magma.
Radiant's bottom
Yep,
tower
good discipline
is
by
under
SAG though,
attack.
to not fight there. I think it's play around your carry player, right? No matter, don't wanna fight. Everyone get out.
That was a
That-
smoke, which is a pretty long cooldown sometimes in these late games.
Yep, I mean, gaps like that don't matter that much because they don't translate to any objectives, and yeah, it's your weak time anyway, right? You have no meta. If the only thing you lose is an X life, it's fine.
Magma do while meta is down. Perhaps that's the concern here as they press forward. Morphling running down the mid lane. Has that completed Lincoln Sphere now? We're going to be starting looking away at this mid tier 2 tower.
Dyer's
Yeah,
middle
this
tower
vessel is still an
under
issue for
attack.
him though. Too sure what he's gonna do about it.
Get some good vision here. Seem to know where they are, and Ralph gets too close to the creep, so there's still gonna be a Blink Dragon Tail that catches the axe. The Sunray coming out from the Supernova. They just want to commit this one, but the Mirana leap again. They bring down the egg. Next could be the axe who gets E-bladed, survives through a bit for this, but the Starstorm damage is gonna be enough, and they chase and they want more. XCJ, he's already blinked in, doesn't have a way out. He's gonna go down.
Escape.
Good aggressive move from Magma with the Observer Ward, giving them vision. Even when they got scattered, they still got a good jump off there.
Yep. I think SAG need to be like way more careful with who they try to bait. Like the person that shows should be the Lash or the TB, and then you can counter initiate. You just egg, Sunray the guy, and if they try to hit the egg, your X comes in, right? Your X can never be the one that gets initiated on, because if the X gets started on, then the egg is pretty much dead. So yeah, maybe 70 needs to, the Lash needs to readjust the way he's playing. Try not to play too safe. Play for the success of the team's fight instead of just playing for his own life. Because I mean, at the end of the day, this Terrorblade is gonna carry you, I think.
Son Goku, he rough time. Jumped on full time in a row. 5 deaths to his name. Hasn't been a bad game, but necessarily, but definitely a tricky one. We'll have the BKB soon, and that's going to make things a whole lot easier against that E-Blade combo, but it's still that chain stun potential.
Prize is mine.
Dragon Tail Arrow, they don't have that Abaddon, they don't have that courage to save against the chain stun. Even a Sunray doesn't feel like it's going to necessarily be enough to save somebody if they get Dragon Tail Arrowed.
Radiant
Yep,
are
they have no
scanning.
4 staff either, no Aeon Discs, no Glimmer. All they have is a Sunray. But I mean, the main source of damage from Magma is all magic, right? It's the hooping ulti and the Morphling EB, so if they go onto someone that has a hood, which is pretty much like X and Lash.
Walked into a war. He instantly pings. The second he gets Blink Sun, he's like, okay, there's a ward there. Now we know. But I should have respected the fact that a ward there very likely as well. Next Roshan coming up in a minute and a half. That's what both these two are going to be positioning and playing for. Lion was trying to get down some sneaky aggressive wards, but that it was not so sneaky.
Not so sneaky peeky like. Dust is a lot quieter this game compared to the last Morphling game, huh?
Yeah. Kidding. What, any reason you think that is?
What time did they play yesterday during the Morph game? Was it? Oh yeah, it was the first series as well, right? I mean, I only cast the first series every day, so yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that he hasn't woken up yet.
It was
Not sure. I mean, he's not getting the runes. I remember the last time we saw the Morph, he got like BD runes, haste runes, like
Yeah.
constantly. The haste rune gave him an ultra kill.
Got messy. The big one, the Roche fight. 30 seconds till Roche respawns, and now's the time to take that initiation.
It's on.
Like Blinksy, he gets past the Axe Call. The Axe Call only catches the Raven. He gets hit by the Earthquake. They're going in with the Supernova, and the DK was alone. He blinked in, and there was no follow-up because of the Axe play. Supernova is down, as is the TB. He uses his BKB meta, so they can kind of wait out this Metamorph. Is super good for Magma. They just need to disengage, and Son Goku, unfortunately, cannot get close enough for another call. They lose the DK, it looks bad, but at the same time, Supernova and BKB meta both committed.
So what happened there was the Lion walked up the hill, he placed the ward, but the ward is under the Radiant ward, and Radiant had a sentry, so they saw the Lion placing that ward in smoke. So TZY, I think the DK thought that the Lion was alone. Smoke tried to get an ops on the high ground, so he jumped in, and then he just jumped into like the center of 4 heroes. So kind of a high risk, low reward play maybe by TZY.
Doesn't necessarily, I mean, the end result is actually okay for them because it does feel like Magma now have a bit of an edge. That Metamorph comes back up in 90 seconds, Supernova down for 60 seconds, so potentially Magma just walk into the Roshan pit here.
They don't have that much damage for Roche, it's Morphling, but he's very
Double
susceptible. He doesn't have BKB.
Down bottom. Damage at the pit. Don't think it's going to get scattered out.
I don't think they can do this. I think SAG can fight for sure. Terribly has a BKB. He can just walk in front. He's not gonna get threatened to die. As long as there's a Sunray on him.
DD though.
They should
They're
walk up
gonna-
for a fight.
Have they got one? They're grouping as if they do. Yeah, Morana's got one. They smoke into the pit or, like you say, looking for that fight. Probably looking for the
XCJ
fight
though. Lion is already positioned so well to break the smoke. They already know it's coming.
Dagger, they're going
So
for the
many drawings
full
on the map.
wraparound. Alright. Say, we're not take this head on and they can catch its backlines. That could be huge for them. DK preemptively dragging forms. They know exactly where they are and that they're playing around a ward here, so they're trying to get this backline. DK finds the Leshrac with a Blink Dragon Tail. Corp is there from the Plasma Field, and the E-Blade combo gets the Leshrac low, but he's not going to die instantly. The defensive Yule's keeping alive a little bit longer, does end up going down. The Sunray coming up from the Supernova, which will pop for the TP without meta, still just BKB right-clicking people, doing some good damage here. Takes out the DK, but now he's into a couple Manta, trying to get himself away as the Phoenix does go down, and does with this double damage. Just wreaking havoc, has the axe call onto the TV, but doesn't have the necessary fall. Now the stun combos there, gets a rampage! Dust! This man is on fire! Absolute bring them as Kaz on the wing had a perfect pushwhack to lock them all down, gets another pushwhack, and it's a double rampage!
It's a dieback on the Lash.
Bleeding up. Dieback on the Lash. Into the Roach Pit we go. What a full-on wraparound success for them with a double damage rune. They knew the correct path to take. Taking that tier 2 mid tower allowed them to just catch Magma, catch SAG by surprise.
Yep, double damage rune, man. Power runes on Morphling. This guy, he knows what's up. Yesterday, today, it's the same shit.
Attack.
Play around the power runes.
Yeah, I actually thought the fight was gonna go a lot. I thought they were gonna start on the Phoenix, and I thought that would absolutely destroy SAG's fight. But they initiated on the Leshrac, but they still managed to clean up the fight even though the A exploded. I guess that's just how much the metamorphosis on TB matters. Like that have it.
Yeah, with the no meta, the Leshrac is the majority of the damage. They killed Lesh, like even though Lesh gets the Yules off, they killed Lesh very fast.
Yep.
Buyback they still had to win the ensuing fight, so the outcome for Magma, who get a 13k gold lead, he just sees Aghanim Shard on the Morphling, so that multi-captive strike coming into play as we blink in Dragon Tail, they catch Axe on Goku, doesn't get a chance to beat him, he just gets blowing up, running into the danger zone.
Tower has fallen.
High risk, low reward play.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, he knew there was a ward there. He just went a bit in over his head.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Morning
Dire's
jitters,
bottom tower
morning
has
sleepiness maybe. No, this is not gamer hours.
True.
You know, this series starting at 11 a.m. as you've mentioned. You know, this is usually your peak. Phoenix, that GZY blinking in, looking for the beast, does get the dive out. Dragon Tail just wasn't out in time.
Color.
Dire's bottom tower has
And
fallen.
hit away on the racks here, looking like they'll get at least the bottom lane. Can they get more though? TP does that metamorphosis back up. See if they want to commit to this one. Looks like fishing, not going to land. Waveform in. Ooh, he wanted that line, but good reactions from XCJ. That's cool. Back himself out and out of there. About to hit level 5.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how SAG need to take the fight. I feel like maybe they just need to initiate, get level 18 on Phoenix, initiate with the egg, let the Leshrac bait the fight, and then you just counter initiate with the X. Like that's how the draft is designed, I think. So I mean, not a single time we saw what happens, but this game, I think, yeah, they have not pulled out the combo yet.
It seems your biggest issue is that Axe is the one kind of playing on the front lines. He's not counter-initiating, he's trying to initiate.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like the strongman syndrome, you know? He bought Hood, he bought BKB, he thinks that, you know, because he bought these items, he wants to play to it, but I feel like that's actually not really his job this game. The Lash is the one that needs to...
He's like, strong. Max with an Arcana. Gotta go in.
It get strong. Oh, the call!
Blink call. Well, the Axe initiation play, this time it's gonna work out. And it's worked out okay a few times when they blow up these targets, but it was a finger of death committed as well, but they'll more than happily take that as more play. No chance to react.
He has such a good game attack for the Axe hero, dude. Son Goku. Damn. So cool.
Are you an anime watcher yourself?
I am, but I didn't really watch Dragon Ball Z. I think Son Goku is from Dragon Ball Z, right?
I mean, I know Goku, and then he has a son, but I'm not sure what son Goku. I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z guy. You know, very contentious topic when it comes to Dota broadcasts and viewers, you know. But,
I'm an anime guy. Anyone that doesn't like anime can fight me.
I'm neutral. I'm gonna stay in the neutral zone. People can like whatever they want as long as it doesn't affect or hurt other people. Then let people live their lives, you know. Watch anime. Doesn't affect me. As long as
Anime
I'm
is more than
house being forced to watch it with you, you know. Well, let me do care and make me watch it, then we got a problem. Also speaking of problems, a great two-man Earthspike into a two-man call. Son Goku getting the first dunk on the Mirana, looking for more. As EZY pops the cheese in the DK, he's in the middle of this, but Dust is doing a lot of work, takes up both supports, looking for more Son Goku on the backline, goes down to the E-Blade combo now. And Shylock with 150 stolen damage would be looking to turn this fight on MS, but he's still got the Sunder to play around. They're baiting well. He sunders his teammate. Son Goku buying back, giving MS a target, but now long cooldown to play around as both teams back off and engage. Good start of the fight for SAG, but this Dust Morphling just off and off.
Yeah, this egg is just dying to the Morphling. They really need to try to play to the egg, I think, a lot more on the X.
They hit the two-man
Not too
Earthspike, and he just felt like, okay, I gotta follow this up. Two-man blink, two-man call. But then Dust just kind of ignores the cores and goes for the egg, plus gets the Lion.
Yep, I mean the Morphling doesn't have a PKB, so he should be stopped somehow. Someone somewhere needs to stop him somehow. You can't let your post-4 Phoenix egg just die as sort of like that. Gonna win the fight.
Done. Let's have the level 3 Supernova, but it still did not matter in that fight at least. Goes. A lot of farm coming out even on the supports on the Magma side. Mirana and Hoodwink both above 10k net worth. Mirana with Reeves coming out soon to go with a Pipe and 4 staff. Hoodwink with Hags, Veil, 4 staff. So a lot of this net worth difference being spread across all of the Magma lineup.
Yep, it looks like the Mirana is the pos 5 actually, with his item choices. All the team items.
Mirana with the Minotaur Horn. He's going to be leaping in to kill that egg with the Minotaur Horn, it feels like.
He doesn't have the leap attack speed though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Too bad.
Baby BKB might be enough. I think to help out.
Dust actually really has a butterfly on his Morphling. What a boss, man. Instead of buying BKB, he just buys his butterfly to deal with the TB.
Yeah. He's not dying in any of these fights, other than when he kind of made the mistake mid lane and got caught out. I mean, he's dying with Aegis, but dying that second time.
Yep, I think it's a common concept for core-to-core matchups when your opponent buys a Daedalus like this Terabit. He went for Daedalus Skadi. Instead of trying to, you know, buy BKB and stand your ground, you just buy Butterfly and kite out the fight. Because the TB doesn't do that much damage to you, to evasion.
Yeah, definitely. The BKB does nothing for the carry matchup, but we've seen his Morphling more than capable of just jumping on these supports and blowing them up to start the fight. With double waveform, he's got that kind of crazy mobility that could cause Lions a lot of problems. See if SAG have a way to play around it.
God, there's a DD rune bottom. God. Dust. Smelly.
Still got the bottle. His backpack, it's going to get scouted, I believe. Shylock.
Oh!
Now my enemies pay.
Bad. That would have been another rampage for sure.
And also with Roche respawning, 48 seconds, that would have been a huge time to get a double damage.
Yep. Oh, Dust bought the... Did he buy the Arcanum Shard on the Morph, or was it... Did it drop from the Roshan?
This was Roshan, yeah.
Oh, I see. Is there really nothing else his teammates can use it for? Razor.
I don't even know what...
It's alright. I guess you can just give it to him.
Iceworks like, let's just bring back all the old spells of these heroes from like Dota 1 with these shards. Got Doom with the level death, the Storm Surge with like the lightning zap, the fork lightning, that's like an old kind of razor.
if you reach back far enough, people don't even know that it was something from before anymore.
Yeah. Razor used to have
That-
the Zeus Chain Lightning. That was his old Dota 1 spell.
The level depth is... Dude, I never understood level depth, to be honest. Played Dota for 14 years. It's too complicated.
Dragon's Tail. Phoenix gets the jump. The call is there to counter initiate. Is this going to be enough to get the egg off? He's stunned for a long time with the arrow. He goes down. Oh, just enough damage in the end. But Kaz showing up to secure the kill. And there's no buyback, but Shylock in the front lines has to be a little bit careful. This TB disarm. Goes back to disarm. Absolutely. Reckon this TB, who has a rapier, by the way.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing. I saw it queued up. I think he maybe sold something to get this rapier because he sold his boots, it looks like, because he didn't have enough money last I clicked him, so he must have just sold it. And
The last fight, boys!
Magma's not looking to fight, though. They're like, well, we'll at least wait for that meta to wear off. It's got maybe 10 seconds left, and I'm not sure this TP is going to have much of an impact on a fight without that meta.
Oh, he's going.
Oh, onto the Maran. TP still at meta. There's going to be a great stun. The Earthspike coming in, catches up. TP gets deleted. Oh, Rapier hits the deck. They're all going down. Blinking Starstorm cleaning things up as well, and it's 4 dead. It's surely GG. Morphling with a Rapier. Nothing much left for SAG, I think. It was a nice last hurrah, though. You know, you gotta respect the try.
Yeah, man, it made the lower half of my body tense up, man. That was well. I'm sure MS was shouting at his offlane player, just go!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's just like, I've only got 10 seconds. And they didn't want to just give up another Roshan. Fortunately now, they're not GGing out, but they gotta feel like it should be GG. 3 versus 4 defense here. Morphling just gonna go for the tier 4s. Have they got a way to blow them up? Blink Dagger on Lion as they go in onto the Razor. Maybe not the ideal target. The AO just gonna just block the finger damage, and Dust is just working on the objective. Tier 4 towers in the road. GG as Magma takes game 1 of this best of 3. Picking up where they left off. Their lower bracket run, ever since being knocked down by Elephant, who's, you know, the favorite in this China region, has been solid. They've just been cruising.
I mean, from the scoreboard, it sort of feels
Goku, me parece a mí que estás...
Safe lane is going to be so much about some of these pools. You have the Shadow Demon making sure they block the small camp, the big camp being blocked as well by the Radiant, so making sure there's no pulls to kind of influence the state of this lane. And perhaps the other big thing is, can Doom get himself an early Devour? There is an Alpha Wolf over in the jungle, so once he gets that level 2 Devour, we could see an Alpha Wolf on
Yep, that would be pretty huge. But they don't have an observer bot looking at the camp, so
Yeah.
not really sure if he will make that long walk.
Sometimes I've seen support scouted out just to help the Doom out, but also I didn't realize until yesterday that Alpha Wolf is a level 5 neutral. It used to be level 4, right? I'm not crazy.
Yep. Yeah, they changed a bunch of the levels on the neutral creeps. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know the levels. I don't play Chen, I don't play Doom, so.
Yeah. Gone are the good old days where Chen can just, convert whatever he wants.
Man, like how it should be, right? Like how it should be.
That's like the original Chen. Everybody, all the Chen players. Look what they did to Chen. Now only OG can win with Chen.
I read in Animal Farm, man, all animals are equal, but I don't know. I don't know why these neutrals are different levels.
Yeah, down with the hierarchy. We need to rise up. These little baby harpies and little wolves need to start a ride or something. So Morphling, how free is this lane going to be? So far, Invoker holding his own as far as the CS goes, but doesn't really feel like there's that kill threat that Dust has to worry about.
I mean, at the moment the Morphling hits level 3, this is gonna be... He is already level 3. This is just gonna be pretty free farm for the Morphling. The Invoker has too little damage to contest the Morphling in the lane.
Start racking up a few more denies as he does have that kind of damage advantage. Besides, trying to play around this top pull as well as a similar story at bottom lane, and bit of a farm trade. But you mentioned winning all 3 lanes, and there you can see in the CS there is that kind of CS advantage across the board. Axe especially. Wow, MS really having a rough time playing into the DK. I feel like every time I've looked, he's just using Dragon Tail to secure some last hits. The Lina is just keeping the Phoenix away from lane, but DK just kind of outskilling MS.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the first time I've ever seen MS play X. And I mean, according to Dota Plus, he's...
First blood
Down bottom.
for Salamene and for the
Doing a hoodwink things, they've got the range, constant harass, and Shadow Demon pushes far in the lane, which is his advantage too much.
Yeah, I'm sure if...
They may get more. Doom in trouble now as well. Another Lucent Beam, and they get a second kill down bottom. The second point in Lucent Beam. Sometimes you just see the one, but I like this from Shylock, making sure they have an aggressive lane.
Yep, it's because the Doom went for a chainmail, and the Doom has 9 armor now, with toughness aura from the Wild King creep. So, yeah, definitely level 2 Lucent Beam would be much better in this lane.
It's like overdoing the armor. Slaying to some extent as Lean up in a bit of trouble, but there's not going to be any kind of a dive play. The one charges, of course, Alina, making sure that she can stay alive here. This is the level 2 fire spirits now, so now the damage starts to... They do more than just tickle now.
Yeah, for sure. And 70 is actually doing, again, better than I expected in the mid lane. Like, he actually bought 2 null talismans, so he has about 78 damage, and the Morphling has about 70.
That's with a bit of strength here as he gets, Tornado Dust just making it seem like he might go down here. I feel like Morphling mid is like every observer is like, is this Morph really actually low and gonna go down, or is he just playing around? And more often than not, it is just that playing around. But TP down bottom, Lina rotates in. They're body blocking Son Goku here. Another Lucent Beam coming up, and with the body blocks, Kaz helping secure this kill. They may need another Lucent Beam as well. Leaves it for the Luna. Hoodwink could have stolen it, but says, no, you take it. It's fine.
Morphlings are just flirtatious, man.
is under attack.
Flirtatious heroes. You always think, you got me? No?
Sure, that's how the people on the receiving end feel about it. Usually being flirted with is a nice feeling, It's like,
Is that flirting? Maybe it's not flirting, maybe it's more like getting strung along. Yeah.
Just keeping it loose.
Magma.
Had a lot of experience with that.
Yeah, Stova.
Invisibility.
Is that in the new patch? before TI.
Yeah, is this a new skill? What does it do? What does it do?
Dawnbreaker's Aga shot.
Axe is stabilized up top,
EMANG.
getting some good farm now. Kind of in a 1v1 battle, getting some levels. Has the Ring of Health, about to complete a Vanguard, but down bottom, rotation coming in. Shylock has the backup though. Both supports seen behind him. There's a disruption. And they get this kill on Shylock, but with his stuns coming on XCJ's Phoenix, he's going to get zoned away. Shylock's still in a bit of trouble. Has the one charges, more poison charges coming out, but be enough to bring down Shylock. Turnaround is there with the Bushwhack into the LSA. They want Son Goku. Damage is not going to be enough with the boost. Picked up, he's got plenty of armor.
Oh, I think the definite better thing to do there is for the Phoenix to hover around the mid lane and allow the Invoker to TP to the bottom lane to join that fight, because yeah, if the Invoker TP is there, I think the Luna is dead. The Luna was too far up. The Invoker couldn't leave the mid lane because of the morphling.
Invoker has that urn, but yeah, if no one's sitting mid, this morph already does 600 damage to the tower. It's on 2/3 health. You know, it's still pretty healthy, but considering, you know, we're 7 minutes in and it's just a morphling, that's significant.
Yep. I think that, but sometimes that's the hard part about Dota. Like, you have planning these things and making that pre-communication. It's not easy. You have to like think about everyone's job and everyone's role and the likelihood of being able to make such a rotation.
Now, level 6 could level the Eclipse, which with 3 points in Lucent Beam, it's definitely a viable option. But at the same time, Charlotte's probably also thinking like, well, how soon am I going to start heading back to the jungle to farm? This bottom lane may become a bit unplayable, especially if these supports are going to start making their moves around the mid lane. Hoping for a rune. It goes away the Invoker, who an arcane rune gets pulled by an LSA, but follow up.
Yeah, I think we can see a direct correlation. Look at how much the Invoker is focusing on the mid lane, and that in turn causes this DK and Luna to be really big.
Okay, now Dragonform is just poking at the tier 1 tower, so this tower's being chipped away. Here comes the Eclipse Light from behind. The neutral creep's taking up a lot of the damage, but they do trade support. Shadow Demon for Hoodwink. Shylock may be overcommitting here. The Urn charges should be able to tick down, and he should be going down. Pops the one. They have the Courier for scouting. Shylock takes out the Courier, so, you know, his dying breath gets him a bit of extra gold. Gets his team a bit of extra gold, but good move from the Invoker.
The Courier is 200 gold, man.
Top lane, DK. Chip damage. Invoker TPing in here, and I don't know if he expects the Invoker as well as the Shadow Demon. Disruption set up with the EMP follow-up, and the Cold Snap is there. TZY. It's a trouble, but has the raindrops and a lot of one charges to play around here. So the Optimus Trinity comes in, and MS just can't get close up recall with the poison stack. Doing too much damage. Only level 2 Shadow Poison, but it was enough to bring down the Dragon Knight. They're chasing, looking for a Bushwhack here, and they're going to get the LSA follow-up. Shylock has the level 4 Lucent Beam. It's going to get the kill. The Disruption coming a little bit too late. As Lina goes down as well, this Shadow Demon is just absolutely destroying them. 2 poison stacks, looking for more. Has the early point in the Scurry. We'll get out over the trees. I believe that should be enough to settle things down here.
Yep, but in the meantime, the Morphling took the mid tower.
I'm not opposed to taking the
And
occasion.
he farmed the small camp, he farmed the big camp. I think Magma is definitely okay with it.
Every time they rotate to one lane, it feels like, because DK, Morphling, or even Luna, all 3 of these cores push towers pretty well.
Yep. ED rune. 70 got it.
And that's something they've done well. Stopping this Morphling getting any of these runes. Waves in to try and test it.
Yep, 70 is definitely doing quite a lot on the Evoker, I think. So, he definitely looks very comfortable on this hero.
You can see why they first 2 picked it, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
What needs to come next for SAG? Can they afford to play a slower paced game when they're up against the Morphling Luna, or is it go time? Because Axe, you know, as much as this is like not like a super late game carry, it does feel like Axe can take a bit of time to come online.
Yeah, I mean, the Doom actually bought a dagger right now instead of buying the Midas. He had 2.6k gold. He was trying to decide. So yeah, I think SAG is just gonna try to fight in the top lane. Doom. He does have Doom though.
on in. As on the Hoodwink trying to get out of there, gets caught by the disruption, but as long as it's just the Hoodwink going down, they won't mind this one too much. The DK gets out of there, so...
He doesn't have Doom. He hasn't skilled it yet.
Yeah. No, it's coming. Level 8.
Okay. Having dagger before having Doom.
Yeah. Imagine team were like, what's going on here?
Imagine you shout to your team, I got blink, I got blink! Then you blink in and then you're like, oh fuck! Oh shit, I got no Doom. It happens, it really happens.
Oh, got a Centaur if he makes his way further into the jungle, which is usually what you want with that Blink Dagger, that Blink War Stomp. Down bottom, and that's the carry axe, goes down. He was kind of baiting because the smoke rotation was coming, but I don't think the plan was for him to die there, and Lina maybe looking just to throw away her life and try and keep this Luna alive, but they drop the Supernova with a Tornado EMP. Shylock, well, he knows his fate. I don't think almost going down to the end of the Lina, who's going to go for the TP out with the poison stacks. Not enough damage. He gets back to the town and just...
Oh, he bought back!
Whoa. Just to pop poison.
Yeah, he did. But it wasn't enough.
Whoa. Back to pump the poison, doesn't end up getting the kill. Doom up top with the Spirit Vessel. DK should be going down. Yep, there's enough damage. But, what a buyback from Saturday, that's pretty funny.
I can relate. I used to do that when I played SD on +4. Star points. Not feeling so stylish now though.
Yeah, if anything, it's surprised there weren't tips going his way or something after that one.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
You know, it's heading out. Magma's had this slight gold lead for some time, but Invoker, Morphling trying to show off. Dust is like, I can be an Invoker player too. Wave on forward. But just be careful. No Doom to worry about, but okay.
He's just pressuring.
Yeah, patience is DK about to complete a Blink Dagger. That could be smoke time for Magma, as we've often seen. They get this Blink on DK and then they are ready to go.
Yep, the best target for them to initiate on is gonna be, if the SD is not near, probably the Invoker, but if the SD is near, they might have to initiate on the SD or the Phoenix.
What do you make of Dust going for non-E-Blade build this game? Sharpshooter to try and get himself away from this one, but will still go down. Not saying.
I'm not too sure, honestly. I don't think I understand it that much.
But you were SEA's next big promising mid player. I'll know what happened.
I guess Morphling is not in my hero pool.
Okay.
Radiant
Soon to come. Right now you're on what, the Oracle mids, the with the Wyvern mid, those are your heroes. Blake Dragontail mid, 70. And Invoker is pretty tanky and he gets away from the LSA.
Oh no!
Level 1 Dragontail. Didn't last long enough and Lina was just a little bit too far.
What a waste of a kill.
Yeah, that's a big kill if they would have gotten it. And Invoker's kind of that tempo hero, and being SEG make a couple of good moves and kind of avoid a gank there. I mean, I slightly misexecuted more than anything. Not like sick play from 7E or anything, but did what was needed to get himself out of there.
That was a pretty good 3-man tornado. I don't give him credit for that. The ward though, they see them.
Yep, they do. DK jumped on. They even throw out the Doom just to make sure they get this kill. So, Luke not taking any chances. He did go back for the Midas after the blink.
Yeah, it's huge.
Number 1 net worth, as often the case with you.
I feel like this Morph is gonna regret this Mata, you know. I don't think they have enough damage in the fights to kill the Axe and the Doom. The Axe doesn't have a foot, right? So.
All in on these defensive items.
Yeah, and I think we can see from this Morphling pick that it affects the Luna's farm quite a bit. The Luna was like so ahead in the laning phase. It was top net worth, but Shylock hasn't been able to farm the triangle much at all. So the Luna is actually not that rich anymore.
Part of that is the way they played the Luna. Like maxing out Lucent Beam is pretty unusual, I guess. Most Lunas maybe get the second point to the lane, but then they're going back to their farming themselves, so it's slightly different approaches. Here, the Fortune was coming over. I'm for the back mid. I'm not sure if that was miss micro or what, but Roach is going to go down and go down fast. Now they're going to perhaps get a set. Blink Dragon Tail is not going to land. Doom Blink dodged it. That was almost a melee range as well. Really fast reaction.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Goku.
He has the power of anime, man.
Been in that hyperbolic chamber training those reaction times and way.
He's been kamehamehing for, I don't know how to say, a long time.
3 episodes.
300 episodes.
Pretty sure that's how it worked. I'm pretty sure there was like a full episode of Dragon Ball Z where it was just him charging up his Kamehameha. It was literally just the episode.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I think in the
attack.
episode later he finally, you know, it out or whatever he does. Probably offending a bunch of anime fans.
It's okay. We don't watch all anime. Anime fans don't watch all anime, right? Right, guys? I'm more of a Hunter x Hunter, One Piece kind of guy.
Kept tabs with him in a while. He's got the Manta going. 20-minute mark approaching. You know, I feel like the good axe timing we often see is that Link, Manta, Vanguard plus Shard at 20 minutes, but I believe he's going to be a little bit short of having all of that, so not Remax game by any means.
Yep, his laning phase just got kind of clobbered by the Lina because of support picks. It's not that strong for the lane.
Times they get a Philosopher's Stone on the Radiant. Smile on the bat one to find is Poker finds the jump on him. Poker Vessel gets a bushwhack in and Sharpshooter follow-up. The Invoker getting a little bit low, but the defensive disruption is there. Eclipse coming in now as well, still going as he comes out of the disruption. One right click and Shylock gets a double kill, a huge gold bounty going his way. Doing with the bait, sets it up with a bushwhack, and great follow-up from Magma.
His ghost ward was 7 seconds of cooldown, man. If not, he would have lived. They didn't have detection for him.
Kind of roaming around in it.
Radiant's middle tower
Goes down.
is under attack.
Big kills, the Invoker especially.
Dire's
That was
structures are fortified.
6-0 unstoppable Invoker, and they're hunting for more. Look up, they're gonna find this Phoenix. Blink Dragon Tail gets the dive away, but the Dragon Tail still chases him up. The LSA follow-up is there as well now, and can Supernova, I'm not sure he wants to waste it. Yeah, he's
Radiant's
gonna hold
middle
on to
tower
it.
is under attack.
Oh, you're just gonna cut your losses, and they're gonna perhaps find some more. Gonna be a
Oh, this is a big kill.
Oh, yeah, he's in trouble.
Top tower is
Guns
under
follows this
attack.
one up with an adaptive strike to burst him down. That is just 4 kills in a row. Going the way of SAG, they killed everyone except for the quick succession.
Yeah, SAG need to... I mean, it's really the Aegis, right? The Aegis is allowing Magma to do whatever they want because SAG feels so threatened by the Morph. They can't doom the Morph, they can't ensure him. The Morph can clear the egg pretty easily, so the fights are just really hard for SAG right now just because of this Aegis. SAG need to somehow find a fight away from the Morphling, doom the Luna and kill the Luna with a Cold Snap, Doom, Sunray, etc. Maybe disrupt the Morph and kind of
We're in a bit of a fight breaking out. They want to fight around this Aegis on the Magma side, but it's the BKB Doom they've got to worry about. They've already lost their Lina here. Son Goku trying to find that Doom target, throws it out on the Luna as does. Morphing Strength has a waveform, won't get a chance to use it. Not gonna look to go for a second kill. Oh my god, those Morpholutions. Kaz almost going from full to nothing in seconds or so there. From a couple Morpholutions.
That's right.
That's right. Radiant with some good vision around this area, but XCJ's Phoenix did scout it with the sentry, just didn't feel safe to reward it. Back off for now.
I wonder if the Morphling went for the Manta just because of the Vessel, but we saw last game, Dust kind of just ignored the Vessel coming out from the Phoenix. So, I'm kind of struggling to find the reasoning. Not that it's
The
been
cannon
bad.
poker in the trees. They had the dust for him. They had the sentry in lane. The sentry saw him on the creep wave, so he didn't realize he'd been scouted because the creeps didn't hit him. Hides in the trees and he picked off. Oh, that's a huge find. Great warding, and they're going to find another. It's the ward. They knew there was a ward there. They scouted that high ground one, and Son Goku gets greedy. They definitely saw those wards. They've hit them
Dire's
both
bottom
twice.
tower is under attack.
Yep.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
SAG
Dire's
kind of
bottom
losing their
tower is
marbles a
fallen.
little bit.
Radiant's top
Elimination
tower
game.
is under attack.
Yep. Trees though, Shiloh.
Oh, this is
Get banished. What's the follow-up going to be? They blink.
A Hail Mary play.
Goes in with the Dragon Tail, and they're going to get the follow-up from the Eclipse. Absolutely blowing them up. They're ignoring the Supernova now, but the act with the call keeps the egg alive, allows the Supernova to pop in its full-on retreat as the Sunstrike lands. They kill 3, and SAG, the Hail Mary play, works out perfectly. The blink, oh, Cole wasn't there. MS almost getting that 4th kill. Making that move without Dust Morphling. Bites Magma in the butt.
Oh, I think we figured out how to make this Phoenix X work, guys. We put it on our carry.
He's gonna make sure he calls the heroes when the egg's going off.
Yep.
That's the shard coming out now. So this is the axe kind of timing in a way around that 20-minute mark when you have Blink Manta with the shard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yep, SAG are definitely going to try to be on offensive. They're going to catch him out, I think.
Morphling,
The Doom is coming.
He's got Lincolns and Manta. Yeah,
The Doom is coming.
He's here to back him up, and I think they see
that?
some of these rotations maybe with their wards. They're baiting Dust here, though.
They can't try.
Well, yeah, they see the Invoker. They get the Blink Dragon Tail. They go in the Invoker. They're going to have the Doom come in as well, but the Invoker's already dead, and Doom, he can't find the target. Oh, he gets the Doom out now, but he's already morphing straight. So can they bring down this Morphling? I believe they should have the damage. Poisons are there as well. Getting low. He needs to get away from this one. The Doom's going to chase him down. LSA strikes, and Doom will get the kill, but pays the price with his life, and they will get the Shadow Demon as well. It looks like a 4-for-1. Good bait from the Morphling. He's willing to throw away his life just to win them that fight.
Yeah, it felt like a slight miscommunication on SAG. Like, they definitely could have started with the Doom Blink stun. Because the Morph had no idea where the Doom was. And because the Invoker was giving vision, I think he could get a blink stun off. Like, you know, when the Morph is turning a corner, then you, as the Doom, you can blink to the, hide behind the trees and stun from fog. And then they can use like a cold snap to break the Lincolns and Doom the Morph. But yeah, like 70, he initiated on the Morphling with a tornado. Like, yeah, that was a...
With the Warsaw, that does, like you say, it buys you time to break the Lincolns before you Doom him.
Yep.
Perhaps worried about the bait factor, the DK and keeping him behind with the hoodwink and problems. Some of the power of this Luna, just able to make these illusions of both Luna and Morphling. These illusions definitely hurt. It feels like Shadow Demon has a lot of ways to impact this game as we head towards that late game.
My issue with this SD this game is that I don't feel like his break is particularly useful. I mean, he can break the DK's armor, but they don't really do that much physical damage anyway. The Axe does pure damage. So I don't really see the usefulness for the SD Aga. Maybe he can try to go for a different item build this game. Maybe a Hex or something? I don't know.
So far, that's been the plan. Glimmer Cape Aether Lens and then Aeon Disc queued up. Smoke up. Magma. They see the Phoenix trying to TP out. The Blink Dragon Tail is there. Perhaps fortunately for SAG, it's not the Invoker in the top lane who's getting caught out. He's able to find himself in the trees. They're looking for more Lina. This is the LSA on the Shadow Demon.
Under attack.
Gonna be Magma claim the enemy outpost and maybe eyeing off Roshan. This is Rosh number 2.
Under attack.
And Aghanim Shard going to be coming into play. And without the Phoenix, I think this is just a freebie.
Char, Luna, or Moro.
I think for myself, I feel like no. Yeah, it looks like maybe Luna. I lean toward Dust just because he's so much the guy. They're gonna give it to Luna, but just he's to me the best player in this lobby right now. So it's like if there's a guy that's gonna carry you, I feel like it's Dust. But at the same time, Luna's the one who's actually more farmed and having a really good game. Luna 8, 3, and 9. Dust has actually just been kind of AFK farming and bait.
Yep. It's okay. Give your it's good. It's a good game to give your carry some confidence. You know, game 2 you're up. Let him feel like the superstar for once.
He's definitely playing. I mean, we talk about Dust a lot, but perhaps unfairly so this game, or unfairly we're kind of ignoring Shylock and the rest of the team in this game because, yeah, Dust has been very quiet, just farming away, very defensive item build with the Lincoln's Manta. And to basically be a frontline tank while Luna dishes out the damage in some way.
Yeah, I think it's not easy to play a Luna that like maxes beam and gets kills with the Eclipse, you know? So you have to find very specific angles to come in from fights.
Blink Dragon Tail to the Phoenix again. The burst damage is going to be there, the Bushwhack's not going to land. As Phoenix does get the dive out. Disruption save.
The Bushwhack and the LSA missed.
Is under attack.
It's pretty funny.
So one thing with that, yeah, defensive disruption, sometimes it can set up potentially an LSA or a Bushwhack, but there it worked out.
They kind of looked like they were playing on like 100 ping there. The disruption already came out and they still threw both spells.
I did Sliver now. Pick up the Morphling to have, thinking of his survivability and frontline takiness. There's additional survivability for him. Trees has to be a little careful. Fading around each other here, but the Radiant with an Observer Ward Sentry, they need to pop this smoke. Could catch him by surprise. Lina in the front lines gets the other one. Yeah, on the Phoenix though. Defensive disruption is potentially there, but they get another Dragon Tail. The Shadow Demon's being zoned away. They take a Phoenix out. No Supernova unless Phoenix wants to buy back. Out of the Yule's going to just pump the BKB to try and run away. Nice
yes, no TP
as well. And yeah, they can stop his blink. They're going to maybe catch him here. Disruption is there. Is there a blink out? No, he gets caught as he pops out of the disruption, and he is dead without buyback. Great find for Magma.
Yeah, the Axe and the Doom actually both jumped onto a Luna Illusion, so really good micro play coming out from Shylock with the Manta. He baited the jump, that was like super good.
Very nice. Mid level 20, Morphling on that front line's level 20 as well. He can do waveforms away and chipping away at this tower with the Aegis. So he's on power siege duty with the Aegis. Doing anything about coming in as well. They get the call, they're gonna pull him back in. They blow up the Morphling once. And they do it a second time. Probably not without the call. Dust is feeling confident that he can at least take out this tower with the glyph.
Radiant structure.
Yeah, be forced back a little bit. DK on the high ground. Need to be a little bit careful. BKB. Looks like Magma may just be feeling like it's time to reset here.
Yeah, they gotta be careful. There's no more Aegis. The Doom still has ulti. SAG can actually smoke up. One call, one Doom on this morph, the entire fight just breaks for Magma. I mean, they can even initiate on the Luna. That's not the Luna Mata. They get the Doom on the Luna, I'm sure SAG just win the fight.
Funny, a Paladin sword, so Magma happy with the carry items they're getting with the Sliver and the Paladin sword. Dire, they still haven't found most of their tier 3 neutral items, so they need to find a way to make a move out. Probably hit some jungle creeps and get themselves up a bit better.
Yep, the fight is right now definitely favors SAG, I think. Magma need to be a little careful, even though they have like a 9k net worth advantage.
Well, good vision though. Can they find this Phoenix who doesn't have buyback? The Blink calls on Lina with the Sunstrike follow-up, but the Phoenix is going to go down as well. That's a dieback. Lina no buyback himself. The Eclipse coming out before the Doom. Oh, a bit of a wasted Doom from Sun Goku. They can't even follow it up because you're just jumping into an Eclipse, so they're going to kill off the Shadow Demon as well. And it looks like Axe in trouble as well. No BKB anymore. They'll bring him down as Invoker just running the hell out of there. Needs to be careful because there's a lot of sentries. T-Fly gets him with the dust, but call is to just back off, go down this mid lane because no Phoenix for 50 seconds. You want to go mid maybe.
Yeah, I think the Doom got kind of caught out there. I'm not sure. Did he jump the Lina? I don't think so, but he just got his dagger cancelled and he was just in a very rough spot in the fight. I feel like Son Goku really needs to... even in the last game, I feel like sometimes he has a full understanding of how the fight needs to happen for himself, for his own hero to succeed.
They have a double damage. They may just end this game, or they're going to get second lane Rax here. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay.
Dire's top tower.
It's okay. Just 2 lanes of Rax. No fight coming for now. Yeah, I mean, how much of this is Son Goku just having it be a really tough game versus?
Dire's middle
Right, we'll focus on what's going on here. TZY on the front lines, just keeping them away. They just go for the throw. They're going for the GG. This is what I was surprised they went for the top racks. They could just end this game. The supernova is there, but Morphling, the double damage forces the game. And it's just game up just like that. 1-5. DD Morphling. We've seen it time and time again. Just Morphling. Zach, call the GG. Say good luck further. And a Magma. Very convincing win, Paul, now.
Yeah, but in some sense, I think it's a